Welcome back to GM Vision. Today we're going to be breaking down Travis Hunter's historic contract. Now this is a standard rookie contract for a first round pick, which is 4 years plus a 5th year option that the team can pick up. This deal is a 4-year, $46.6 million deal, fully guaranteed, but the record-breaking part about this contract is that he is the first ever non-QB, non-first overall pick to get his full signing bonus up front, which is $30.57 million. You are starting to see rookie contracts evolve. This year with Jaden Higgins, who was the first ever second-round pick contract fully guaranteed, and now with Travis Hunter getting his signing bonus fully up front. Alright, so taking a look at the full contract here, we have the base salary, a signing bonus, roster bonus, and a cap hit. This is going to be one of the more simple contracts given that it's completely set in stone by the NFL before he was even picked. This contract is relatively cap friendly with a low base salary. Like we've talked about, the base salary is going to be what is spread out through the 18-week season. So for example, this $840,000 will be divided by 18 and he'll get a game check that'll be worth 1/18th of this number, either weekly or bi-weekly. Okay, now looking at the signing bonus. This is what makes this contract so historic for Travis Hunter. That $30.57 million in signing bonus, which he will receive all up front at once, will be, for cap purposes, will be spread out through the 4 years of his contract. When they do this, it allows this money to be divided up, allowing for the cap hit each year to be lower. Moving on to the roster bonus. This will be the amount of money Travis Hunter will receive if he is still on the roster by training camp of that year. If Travis Hunter is still on the team in 2028 by training camp, he will receive this $5.9 million. This incentivizes the player to still be on the team during that year. In contract extensions and bigger contracts, you usually see these roster bonuses towards the end of the contract, trying to keep that player on the team for as long as possible. But here, like I said earlier, in rookie contracts, these numbers are already set. Now taking a look at the cap hit, these numbers are going to be relatively low considering it's a rookie deal and these numbers are set in stone before he even signs. How these rookie contracts work are every pick that goes on, the contract value becomes less and less. So the first overall pick gets more than the second gets more than the third, and so far and so on. So every pick gets less money, which creates a lower cap hit. So relative to other rookie contracts, this cap hit is quite high. But when looking in the grand scheme of things, if you end up getting a really good player who performs well early on, you could have them for very cheap for at least 5 years. Now looking down at the contract details. This contract, like we said, is fully guaranteed, which is common among first-round picks. Another thing that every first-round pick gets is a 5th year option. This is a decision that the team will have to make by the 3rd year of this rookie contract, whether they want to pick this 5th year option up or not. Usually this is picked up in order to create more time to get a contract extension done. And then like we talked about, there will be training camp roster bonuses as well. Now let's take a deep dive into 5th year options and how they work. Let's take a closer look at how these 5th year options work. So like we talked about earlier, the team is going to have to decide if they want to pick up Travis Hunter's 5th year option on May 1st after Travis Hunter's 3rd season. The amount he will get paid for his 5th year option is not predetermined right when he signs the contract. So let's take a look at what the possibilities are at what he could get paid. So looking at the lowest tier here, it's going to be the average of the 3rd to the 25th highest paid at that position over the past 5 years. This happens if you play less than 75% of total snaps in 2 of the first 3 seasons, or played less than 50% of all snaps over the first 3 seasons. The next tier up is the average of the 3rd to the 20th highest paid at that position over the past 5 years. You get that if you play more than 75% of total snaps in 2 of your first 3 seasons, and you play more than 50% of all snaps of the first 3 seasons. So basically looking at the first 2 tiers, it's either less than 75% or greater than 75%. Now looking at the next tier up, you will get the current year's transition tag at that position. The current year transition tag is the average of the top 10 salaries at that player's position over the past 5 years. You can get that by making exactly one Pro Bowl, and you have to be a primary or a starter in that Pro Bowl throughout your rookie deal. The top tier is the current year franchise tag at that position. The difference between the transition tag and the franchise tag is transition tag is the top 10 average salaries at that position, and the franchise tag is the top 5 salaries at that position over the past 5 years. So to get this, you have to be named to 2 or 3 Pro Bowls as a primary or a starter in your rookie contract. Now looking at some notes about the 5th year option, upon being exercised, the 5th year option is fully guaranteed, and any base salary in the player's 4th year that was not fully guaranteed will also become so. This is because, like I said, they have to make this decision right after their 3rd year ends. At this point, a player is going to want a contract extension. They're going to want more money. But if a team is not in the spot where they can handle taking on a bigger contract, they're going to want to pick up the 5th year option, even if it makes the 4th year of that contract fully guaranteed. So if they want to keep them under the rookie deal at a cheaper price, they will pick up that 5th year option. This will give them more time to figure out a contract extension, or just give them more time until they want to put that amount of money on their books. That's going to do it for this contract breakdown. Let me know in the comments. Is Travis Hunter worth being the first ever non-QB, non-first overall pick to get his signing bonus fully up front? Will Travis Hunter end up playing both sides of the ball full time? I think he will play slightly more on defense, but he will be an impact player on both sides of the ball. Also, let me know what you think his contract extension will look like in 3 to 4 years, being that he is a corner and a receiver. Finally, let me know what contracts I should do next. Like and subscribe. It goes a long way in helping this channel grow. That's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you in the next one.